What is going on, guys? Here with another vlog. Some of my Whipple stuff came in, some didn't. I'm waiting for one more box that pretty much has the hoses, the coolant pump, and some other things. And I hopefully it comes tomorrow, because the shipping said it departed Nashville last night. It said it was due today, but I don't know where it is. There hasn't been a tracking update since 10 o'clock last night. Hopefully nothing bad happened. So yeah, hopefully nothing bad happened, and I find out maybe tonight to see if it's going to get delivered tomorrow. I am dropping my car off tomorrow at Power Lab Performance. So if you guys haven't already, go follow Power Lab Performance on Instagram. They run a really awesome shop. There's some really good guys there. Chase, the owner, is really awesome, and he's going to be working with me on getting my car straightened out. Lund Racing is going to be tuning the car. John Lund Jr. has been working on my car since the beginning, so I'm just sticking with him. But I am on my way to O'Reilly's right now to go pick up a hose attachment for the garden hose in the front so I can wash my car. It's supposed to be raining. It's supposed to be really nasty the next 6 days, but it's gonna be inside the shop, so I'm gonna clean off the car for them. I don't want it crusty and shit when it gets to the shop tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'm gonna clean it off today. I'm gonna show you guys the ceramic coated wheels. I want to see how well, because I drove maybe a good 100 or so, maybe a couple 100 miles with the ceramic coated wheels that I did a couple weekends ago. So I want to see how well that held up, because there's a lot of brake dust from the track pads on the car. All right, so we're back, and I wanted to show you guys. Got the new hose, just so I can do some easy washes without using the pressure washer. So I used the Adams Polishes ceramic coat, spray coat on these wheels, and let's see, you can see I've got quite a lot of dust on these wheels. So you can see quite a lot of dust. So I haven't washed these since the original ceramic coat. I let it cure for 24 hours, and then I haven't washed the car since, so that was about a week or so ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this down with jet setting, just to show, no, there's nothing on here to clean it. Let's see how well it comes off. You can see there's a lot of, it's beating up pretty hard. There's no, there's a lot of protection on those wheels. Alright, so let's take a look. You guys can see there's a lot of beading inside there. Look at that. It's insane. Now let's wipe our fingers. Let me get a somewhat clean finger. It's a lot less. It's not completely clean, but you can definitely tell there's a lot less brake dust on there. Let me try this finger. Yeah, there's a lot less on there. And these are track pads too, guys, so keep that in mind when you're looking at it. And that's just rinsing it. There's a lot less dust on my finger compared to how it was. It's going to be a lot easier to probably clean these too. So, all right, well, I'm going to get back to work and clean this car, get it ready for Power Lab tomorrow. And I'll check back in tomorrow morning on the way to Power Lab. It is a really dreary, wet Saturday, and I am taking the Final Voyage. Not in trading my car in, not in selling my car, but in getting rid of the Procharger. I got 9 miles empty. I need to put some gas in. Hopefully I don't get stranded. But yeah, we're back with some POV stuff. I got a brand new Hero 7 Black. I think I mentioned that on the last video. And gonna be back with some nice high quality POV vids. And one of those is being my experience with a Whipple swap. So I'm gonna talk about a few things on the way there. I gotta put some gas in, and once I get some gas in the car, we'll be back and we can go ahead and start talking about some things about the Procharger and my experiences. All right, be right back. All right, we are back. Let me check. All right, got a pretty good angle. Damn, it's kind of high up there, but I'll try to slouch down for you guys. Is it recording? Yeah, I think it's recording. Okay, all right, we're good to go. All right, so we got some gas in the car and we are ready. Got a monster. I am heading to Power Lab Performance this morning. I'm gonna be dropping the car off for the week. I didn't get all my Whipple parts last night, but it's gonna be delivered on Monday. So Chase is gonna be doing some work on the Whipple, getting the lower plenum done in matte black instead of white. And then, see, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that little bit of, I mean, I've never really driven a Whipple car before. I've driven a Roush car, and you don't really hear much of the blower like the Procharger setup you do. See, yeah, I'm gonna miss that. Well, I'm gonna miss it to the point to where if I do miss it a lot, I can drive Julie's car. So yeah, I'm headed to Power Lab, and missing some of the hoses, the coolant pump and everything, but that's getting delivered on Monday, so I'm going to drop that off on Monday. Today I got to take some pictures for Competition Clutch. They are releasing that clutch to market, so they need some photos. What's this police up here? Popo. They are releasing the clutch to market, and they need some photos, so I'm going to be taking some photos while I'm at Power Lab. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of wanted to start talking about my experience with the Procharger the past few years. Overall, I mean, it's been a good blower. I've had some issues with couplers coming off. I haven't had that issue after the first year. What I did was I sprayed hairspray inside the coupler, and then I really tightened the clamps down. The Procharger piping has like these little beads around the pipe. It's not just flat pipe that kind of hook around the coupler. So I repositioned everything, and it's been good since. I can't really fault them for that. A lot of that can really depend on install. Tuning wise, the one thing that one will tell you is that MAFs that are in the intercooler are a little hard to tune for, so they might request to relocate it. I didn't really do that, but they might request that. I think they requested that for Julie, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna really do that. So we'll update you once her car goes in. And then we start working with Lund on her car. The drivability for this car, I drove it to Mustang Week. I drove it to Mustang Week without any problems. And I think I spilled a little bit inside there. I drove it to Mustang Week without any problems. Drivability is good, highway cruising is good. The fuel mileage is not that bad. when you're not in boost. But outside of that, I mean, it's been a really good system. So my dyno numbers were, now this is just with the P1SC, the ID1000s, no boost to pump, which I'm taking care of the boost to pump and some other things this go around because it's required for the Whipple. But it put down 593 and 493 torque, I believe. But that, I mean, that's a base system. I mean, it's not super crazy. I'm not spinning the blower hard. You can get a P1 car to hit 700. Excuse me. But I mean, I didn't really want that at first. Now I'm kind of three and a half years into this blower. I'm kind of ready for that change. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, like, you kind of outgrow the power. Not that I'm bored with it. I mean, it's a treat driving this car every time I drive it. But it's I'm just ready for a little bit more. I want to experience something new. You know, I've been toying around the idea of trading my car in a few years, or in a year or so. But I really love my car. When I first bought this car, it was kind of a dream car to get. And I still love driving it. It's treated me well as far as owning it for what? This is 27,685 miles. I bought it in 2014. But the miles that are on this car are pretty hard miles. They're not just highway miles and just cruising. Every time I take this car out, I mean, I thrash it a few times, and you know, I've taken it to track days, and I've done a lot of racing in it, and it's been a fun car to drive. You know, it's not the fastest. It's not like, you know, a 1200 horsepower GTR or anything, but for me, it's a blast to drive. I love it, and you know, it attracts a lot of positive, like, feedback, you know, wherever I take it. Alright, so as I was saying, my 3-valve was a really fun car, and it put down right at 500. It's like 496. Now I put down right at 6, and I'm just kind of ready for that next step. You know, it's almost like adding another 100 horsepower. The Whipple, the Stage 2 Whipple kit that I'm getting, is capable. I mean, it can hit 800-900 if I wanted to. But I'm obviously my trans, my motor, I want to keep the longevity of it for a little while longer. At least until I can replace it with a Tremec. That is my first goal, is replacing the trans, just so that I can start doing more dig racing. If I want to, I can go to the drag strip occasionally. I want to do half shafts. I want to do a sticky tire. You know, I want to have that fun with this car and experience that myself. I would love to run a really good time. My best time in my 3-valve was like an 11.4, 11.2, and 120 something. But I want to see if I can hit faster with this car. It's been forever and a day since I actually drag raced, but you know, I'm not super into drag racing, but it would be something that I would like to accomplish with this car in the long term. Outside of that, I'm looking to possibly do some coilovers. We got a track day coming up on the 31st. So I think what I'm going to be doing is, in the middle of March, I'm going to be snagging a set of coilovers for the track day. And then I'm just going to kind of do a shakedown of the car at TGPR. Every car I've ever owned, with every step, every modification, I've done shakedowns at TGPR. I've experienced it. I've experienced springs and blowers and intake tune cars and just different aspects of my car I've experienced at Talladega. So I'm wanting to go, and for those that don't know, not Talladega Speedway where they do NASCAR, but it's a small road course. You get to really feel the car out a little bit. It's not like any other, it's not like the bigger road courses, but it's good enough. And the price is always good. So, but yeah, with that being said, you know, I'd like, probably mid-March, I'm going to probably get coilovers done. But my main focus right now is to make sure that this car is tuned and dialed in safely, so that I can take it out there and kind of rip on it a little bit. So it's really about it that I wanted to talk about. You know, I think we can do one pull with this car before I park her and take it off. So let's see if we can get some road here. She's fun. Like, don't let people tell you. I mean, having a 600 car is a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna, if in a situation like that where I'm going in the third at, like, I don't know what speed I was, but I don't know if I'm gonna lose traction with the Whipple at that speed. I probably will, but I don't know, I might miss that. And I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things where you're thinking about, you're like, man, am I spending all this money? Am I swapping all this stuff and I'm not gonna enjoy it as much as the Procharger? Well, we'll see. I mean, I guess we'll see. Hopefully by the end of next week. Hopefully the car's dialed in by then. I might be spending a couple days at the dyno. We shall see. So with that being said, I am signing off the last time in the Procharged GT. All right, take it easy, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And we'll catch you next time, hopefully with my car being completed. All right, take it easy. Bye.